Hey guys, today I'm forging a knife from a small thread tap. I've done this before. I've learned a couple things from the other ones I did. So the first thing I'm going to do, instead of just forging down these grooves, I'm going to remove them, or at least take them down so they're a little bit flatter. The grinder makes this a lot easier. And the reason I'm doing this is if you try and just forge them down, I've had them crack before, so the grooves just kind of spread. And I don't know how good it is to have that in the knife, so I want to take them down a little bit. I'll still leave some of the grooves to forge down, but this makes it a lot easier, and you don't have as much to deal with later. When I'm forging this, I'm going to use the side that didn't have the grooves as the blade side. When I spread it out, some of those will still be in the blade, but the majority of that will be in the handle, just to make sure there's no little fractures that are going to be in the blade, so it makes it a little bit stronger. On this one and other knives I'm going to be making, I'm trying to do as much forging as I can to get the shape. So this is a knife that I'm kind of basing it off of. Trying to do like 90% of the shaping on the forge and then the rest on the grinder. When I looked at the end of the tang, it's just a little bit thinner than I'd like. So I'm going to just get rid of that. I made the handle a little bit longer just in case I needed to get rid of or make it a little bit shorter. I tried drilling the holes in the tang, but the steel's still too tough. The drill bit's just skating across the surface of the tang. So now I'm going to anneal it. I'm going to stick it in my forge, let it get to non-magnetic, and then I'm going to let it air cool. As soon as I can hold the blade without burning myself, then I can try and drill the holes again. So it took about 4 or 5 hours. So the next day, I was able to drill through, and this time it was a lot easier. It was still pretty tough, but I was able to get the holes in. This knife was almost completely flat. There was just a tiny gap, so I wanted to fix that on the grinder. Now you can see it's really flat. I just got a little bit more to do on the very end of the tang. So I ended up doing 3 thermal cycles and then the quench. I wanted to do an extra one just because there's a lot of stress coming from starting as the thread tap and then forging it down into this blade. So I just hardened it. So now I'm gonna go stick it in the oven at 420 for 2 2-hour cycles. And it'll be all heat treated, and I can start doing the grinding. After I hit the blade with the Scotch-Brite belt, I can see these little designs in the steel. And I think this is from where the grooves are and forging them down totally flat. So I think if I etch these in ferric chloride, they should pop out. And I tested it with a scalpel. I wanted to make sure that these weren't cracks, but just the designs from the steel. And they were. It's totally solid. So I made a mistake when I used my ferric chloride, or the mokume that I made a while ago. The ferric chloride I used, I put back in with the original ferric chloride. So now it's contaminated. It has little pieces of copper you can see in there. But I decided to go with it anyway, just to see if there's any difference. You can see this, it gives it kind of a pink color. And this looks pretty cool, but it does just wipe off. As it is right now, I don't like it. There's too many grooves from the grinding belts. So now I'm going to go and hand sand. I start with 120 grit, and I work my way up to 400 grit. And this way, when I etch, you won't see all those scratch marks from the grinder. Now the hand sanding's done and I can re-etch it. So I put it in for 5 minutes at a time, and I did this 3 different times, wiping it off in between so I could see what it looked like. For the etch, I neutralized it with Windex, and then I sprayed it with WD-40 so I can protect it against rust. Now you can see those lines coming out a lot better. So I started this knife a couple weeks ago. I ended up getting pneumonia, so it's taken me a long time to get to this. Been in the hospital. I'm almost well enough to attach the handle. The handle I'm going to be using is this Dymalux Rosewood. So these are cool. I really like using Dymalux because they're layered. You really can't see it, but you can see the darks that are in here, so I can grind a little bit more on the red to bring out some of the black, so I can have different color handle. They're also stronger, heat resistant, water resistant, more than just if you just had wood. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you thought of this video. If you have any questions about any part of this build, let me know in the comments. I'll also probably be doing a testing video so I can see how well the steel actually performs as a knife.